24th July 2017, the first time ever Wake Up Nigeria came to your screens. Well, today it's our 2nd year anniversary, and you know how we do. We give you the most of entertainment, education, and information. That is all you get on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mikey Mesikeno, and today we're doing something quite different. Now, we look beautiful on the outside, but then there are a lot of people behind the scene who work to make us look very, very nice. So today, we're going to take you around a bit of the crew that make Wake Up Nigeria work. Now, this is the TVC studios, and this is the Wake Up Nigeria hub. So let's get to meet a number of them. First up here, I have my editor, the main man, Murphy Akatuba. How you doing, Murphy?
I'm fine.
Okay, so now Murphy's working on something. I see something you're working on. What are you working on here?
Yeah, I'm working on Betty Shout
Okay, that's quite cool. That's quite cool. Now, whenever you see our edits, our BTs on screen, anything about that, this is the man that makes it happen. Murphy, great man, great man, great man. And here we have our online and PR team and the team lead. We have Emmanuel, my main man. I call him Wukuru. How did Emmanuel?
My G, good morning.
All right, good. Now, like you can see here, we're streaming live. He's the one that makes it happen.
Okay,
you know, when
so
it comes
you can
to
see yourself on TV now.
Exactly, exactly. Twitter, Facebook, everything on our website. He's the team lead. And of course, also here, we have Shaun. She also assists him in the online and PR team, making everything work. Shaun, how you doing?
I'm fine, good morning.
Yeah, and one of my favorite producers, Halima Tawodu. Well. She looks lovely today. We have a code name, but I'll just leave it like that. Halima, of course, when you see the kitchen, you love the kitchen. She is the producer, book chat, script. What else do you do? All right. So now this is most of our team here working together to put, but then there's our denizen, the engine room, making things happen. It's the PCR. Now the PCR is the acronym for the Producers Control Room. We're going to go there now and we see how everything works. It's television production. You love this one. You'll love this one. Woo! Yep. Now this is our PCR. This is where it happens, but then let me start from the audio console. Chamberlain is, of course, right here. Hello, Chamberlain, how you doing? Good. He's the one that makes the sound happen. Shh, if you can hear me. And then with our server there, Abdullah, the man there. How you doing, sir? The engineer, he makes stuff happen. I love this guy. Once he's around, I know things are going to happen quite well. Well, now color grading, we have to ensure that the colors you see on air are very nice. And my main man, Don the man, is the one in charge of the color grading console this morning. How you doing, Don?
Very well.
Great one. Now that's the console. And you hear his voice. You hear Mr. Lukman Musa. Lukman Musa is the man. He is the captain of the ship, the director. I wish you could join us at time. But it's always great working with him. That's him. And of course, we have on the Viction Michelle here. Elijah, how you doing? Good morning. Now she takes the shot. This is the console for the Viction mixing. Takes a shot that you see on air. And over here, this system is for character generation. We call it CG also. And producer extraordinaire, Ronke Alo. I call her Slay Mama. You are not going to see a better paid person than Slay than her. She is the one for Slay. And of course, over here, we use this for our prompting. And this is what we prompt. Zainab is here. I call her Zainabu, my own person. And we have Francis, the main man, producer of life, par excellence. This system, we use it for prompting. Now, over here, you can see these large monitors, but then you see smaller inputs there, of course, different monitors from different feeds come into the main one, but then I will soon head into the studio. Now look at PGM there. That's the final feed that you get to see. We're heading into the PGM. Yomi and Titi will do the honors and introduce the rest in the studio. Take it away, guys.
Well, here we are, right here, and welcome to Wake Up Nigeria. You know,
Yes,
it's an amazing day. Surprise.
And
So we're doing things a little bit differently today.
yeah, of course, we are celebrating something so huge. We had to bring the whole crew in on this. We have on cam one, Mr. Julius Idowu.
Yeah, why don't you turn to the camera and say hi?
Yes, just wave, just give him a wave, And on cam 6, we have Mr. Donatus Obo. And P2 and cam 2.
Yeah, we had Richard Akimbode on that.
Yes, indeed. Wave.
And then we have on cam 3, Lekan Osolale.
Yes, indeed.
Give them a wave, Lekan.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Lekan's a bit shy.
Yeah.
So.
We also have the floor manager, Mr. Akinwumi Raji.
Yeah, that's Akinwumi there. You guys should look at the camera. Like, you're supposed to look at the...
That's our job, yo. That's our
Take
job.
a look at the camera and give them a proper one. That's what you're supposed to do. And then we have Taiwo Oyemide, Olumide Adubi, guys on the lighting, Shegun Afolayan, Dayo Adedeji. I mean, you know.
Yes, indeed.
These guys are, you know, the ones that make it happen on the show.
Yes,
you
they
know,
do. Yes,
really, you know, do a lot of hard work. Here really early. Some of them even spend the night. And that's what we do here.
And finally, the day is here. Woo, woo. Everybody wake up, Nigeria is 2.
Now, we have a lot to celebrate this morning. Wake Up Nigeria, 2 whole years.
Yes,
We've been doing this for over 500 episodes now.
Yes, indeed.
And we're still going strong, and we're excited to be here with you today.
We're celebrating more than just the show. Everyone who's contributed to the making of Wake Up Nigeria today, you know, we wouldn't be here without you.
That's right.
The cast, the crew, they're very dedicated.
Experts, chefs, yeah, you know.
Fitness coaches.
There are just lots of people. I mean, you can see what's happening in the kitchen already.
Yes, indeed.
It's our 2nd anniversary, free stuff from Chef Warfare. It's going to be a really good
Not this time, not this
Her
time.
name is Warfare.
Yes.
She said it like a million times now.
And it's not free. It means wealth, money.
Anyway, don't forget we're streaming live. So
Yes, indeed.
yeah, you can watch us online. You can send in comments to us. Wish us a happy anniversary, at least.
Please do.
2nd anniversary today. It's going to be a special show.
The lineup is really great today. We have the talented Olakira giving us our first musical performance of the day.
Now, of course, in a relationship, both parties have a role to play. So our topic of discussion today is with Olabisi Shoetan, submission and headship in marriage.
A big one.
Go
a
down on
deep
your
one.
knees and give me some respect.
Really?
Yeah, you know, well.
You want to go there? That topic is too long for this segment.
Oh, yeah, well, that's what we're going to be having to.
Also have from Bethesda School for the Blind a musical performance, a live musical performance coming from them as well.
All right, it's Wednesday, so you know we've got a woman crush, and Abimbola Olayinka is our woman crush for today.
Yes, indeed.
Having the guts to go after her dreams at age 73. Now, she is a model, and she's going to be joining us with her son for a chat.
Yes, indeed. Then it's on to Fruit DIY with the CEO of Link Fruite, Princess Olayinka Ajiboye. They're going to be here showing us something special. I think it's with watermelon. You should stay here and have a taste of that with us.
Yeah. And lastly, we've got Nigerian comedian MC Abe joining us to celebrate this morning.
Yes, indeed.
I want to head where you are heading to. Any head? Excuse me, please. Don't disturb me, I'm coming. Hey, look at me.
Don't forget, we still have some great giveaways, like we already said, so you need to go online and start commenting right now. Mike is going to be taking some of those comments later on the show.
Loads of giveaways to do. I mean, it's going to be a celebration week.
Yes,
throughout this week is going to be lots of stuff happening. But yeah, we do have to go to the news now. Ibrahim is on standby for us.
All right, welcome to the news and happy 2nd anniversary to Wake Up Nigeria TV's news. President Muhammad Buhari has again promised to tackle insecurity across the country. This follows the recent bandits' attacks on residents of Goronyo local government area of Sokoto State, which resulted in the death of 27 people. President Buhari sympathized with the victims and expressed federal government's determination to tackle the menace headlong. On Sunday, more than 10 persons were reportedly killed by gunmen in Zango village in Katsina State. The armed men also kidnapped several villages and set houses ablaze. And the House of Representatives is worried by the clashes between security agencies and Islamic Movement of Nigeria and has decided to initiate dialogue between the sect and the federal government. Lawmakers have summoned security chiefs to brief them on steps taken to prevent another clash. A motion under matters of urgent public importance from Kano legislator Shamsuddin Bello draws attention to the recurrent confrontation between police and the Shiites. The legislators' intervention comes barely 24 hours after a clash between the police and members of the Islamic sect left a number of persons dead and properties destroyed. The mover seeks the proscription of the group in the wake of the violence that has followed its protest in the last few weeks. By resolution, House Leader Mr. Al-Hassan Ado-Doguwa is to lead a 7-man and ad hoc committee to interface between the federal government and the aggrieved members of the Islamic sect. The ultimate goal is to see that there is an amicable resolution to the demand of the protesters that their leader is released to attend to his health. The much-awaited list of men and women expected to form President Muhammad Buhari's cabinet is out. After receiving the president's list, the Senate suspended its annual recess in order to attend to it. Senate sessions will hold from Monday to Friday next week to ensure a thorough screening of the nominees. The documents presented by President Buhari has 43 names, including those of Babatunde Fashola, Rotimi Amechi, Chris Ngige, Lai Mohammed, and Abubakar Malami. Here is a list of all the names.
Head of Senate.
Well, there is an increase in the number of ministers President Muhammad Buhari wants in his second-term cabinet. Going by the list submitted yesterday, we are going to be having 6 more ministers. This is because one minister has been nominated to represent each of Nigeria's 36 states, and there is another nominee for each of our geopolitical zones. So states like Anambra, Bauchi, Edo, Kano, Kaduna, Kwara, and Lagos have 2 nominees each. A total of 12 former ministers were nominated to serve in the cabinet again. But these other ministers who worked with President Buhari will not be returning. And then the women who have been clamoring for at least a 30% representation in the cabinet will be disappointed. The list has just 7 female nominees, making just 16%. But one's name being there doesn't guarantee the person would be among those sitting with the president for the weekly Federal Executive Council. The nominees would need to be screened by the Senate, and it is only those cleared that would be made ministers. Now, outside Nigeria, Boris Johnson has been elected leader of Britain's Conservative Party and will become the next Prime Minister. He beat Jeremy Hunt comfortably, winning 92,153 votes to his rival's 46,656 in a ballot of party members. The former mayor of London will take over from Theresa May on Wednesday. In his victory, that's today, in his victory speech, Mr. Johnson promised he would deliver Brexit, unite the country, and defeat Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn. And that's another news update for this hour. Weather update is up next.
This is Sports News on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mike Messikeno. Former Minister of Youth and Sports Solomon Dalong's name was missing from a list of 43 ministerial nominees sent by President Muhammad Buhari to the Senate on Tuesday for screening and confirmation. President of the Senate, Senator Ahmed Lawan, read the names at Tuesday's plenary session, and Dalong's name was not mentioned. Dalong was an 11-man federal government delegation to the Nations Cup in Egypt. Now, this fueled speculations that he may return to the federal cabinet. The sports fraternity in Nigeria will now await the appointment of a new minister, with lawyer Festus Keyamo, a staunch football lover, the only notable name who's well associated with sports, on the list of nominees. Well, that was just our celebratory mood kicking in. And moving on from that, now the Nigerian Women Premier League will kick off on Wednesday, the 24th of July. That's talking about today. Matches have been scheduled to hold simultaneously in 8 different centers in Group A, B, C, and D. Group A matches will see Rivers Angels host Robo Queens and Delta Queens travel to play Oshobo to play Ocean Babes. Group B fixtures are Dream Stars of Lagos versus Edo Queens and Heartland Queens against Adamawa Queens. In Group C, Bayelsa Queens host Kaduna Queens, while Nasarawa Amazons take a trip to Akure to play Sunshine Queens. Group D pits Ibom Angels against Conference Queens, while Abia Angels host the Invincible Angels FC. Dakpo Shotiminu is the media manager of the Nigerian Women Premier League.
Still looking up to the NFF to do one or two things, because there were promises when the major sponsorship for the Nigerian Football Federation came the other time. There were promises that women's football, the league especially, will be inculcated into this massive sponsorship for the NFF is actually enjoying from. But up till now, we are still, it's still the same situation. It has not changed. But I believe so much that before the end of this season, everything will fall into shape, and we're actually making one or two successes here and there. The most important one that will be activated this year is that partnership with the La Liga Women's League. It's going to be put into activation at the end of the day this season.
New Chelsea boss Frank Lampard believes he is getting his message across to the players following their 2-1 victory over Barcelona in a preseason friendly on Tuesday, July 23rd. The 5th edition of the Lagos International Badminton Classic serves off today, Wednesday, 24th of July. More than 140 players from 35 countries will be jostling for the total of $25,000 prize money at stake in the competition of the Teslim Balogun Stadium.
This tournament is classified as a Grade 3 event. In Grade 3, there's 3 different levels, and this is the top level. So it's called an International Challenge. Carries prize money of US dollars $25,000 and quite good world ranking points.
It's going to be the best of badminton this year, and we have high-rated players. This year, I think the number 1 seeded player is number 40 in the world, and that's the first time we are having that in Africa. Because this competition is the biggest tournament in Africa.
The 2019 National Junior Tennis Development Program has served off at Nigeria's premier tennis ground, the Lagos Lawn Tennis Club in Onikon. TVC News was at the training program.
It is that time of the year when schools are on vacation and children take this sort of opportunity to be at a place like this. Here at the Lagos Lawn Tennis Club, more than 100 children have gathered for the National Tennis Development Program. Former national player and league trainer at the clinic, Romano Sumwazu, led a consortium of coaches to put the children through their paces as the program opened on Tuesday.
For me, it's an opportunity because now we're on holidays, so no, we don't do anything at home, and we heard they are doing Chevron, so we come and we are so happy to see that they are always training us free of charge.
My mind is committed to do it, to be the best in tennis I can be.
We have been doing some techniques like the forehand, the backhand, the correction of the grip and everything. So that can help in improving my game. Yeah.
I got a chance, and I wish I could be a professional tennis player, because it empowers me and it makes me know that I have these skills and I have to exploit that skill.
Over the course of 21 days, youngsters from ages 10 to 16 will be in training at 7 centers across the country.
We are just here to introduce them to the basic skills. That is the forehand, the backhand, the overhead smash, the smash. First, before you start any match, you have to play. You have to serve. It's very important. They have to make sure they know all the basics of tennis.
The products from the last year's program, most of them got to the quarterfinals of the senior tournaments, which happened almost a month after the event. And we have some top juniors who are under the age of 16 who are now as good as the best seniors in the country. So the key is that if we can discover these children early, the best talents early, and isolate them and groom them, then we can position them to become world-class players.
The training program put together by the International Tennis Academy, ITA, will also hold in Surulere and Lekki in Lagos, as well as in Akure, Abuja, Port Harcourt, and Warri. The outstanding performance among the children will take part in the National Junior Masters Tournament in October. Solomon Ajiziogo, TVC News, Lagos.
There's nothing like catching them young. They will go on to be great ones in the future. That's it on sports for now. Let's take a look at the headlines this morning. And Yomi should have put in there, the first headline should be, Wake Up Nigeria is 2. If that's not the headline, Yomi, you're not reading headlines this morning.
Well, we didn't make the newspapers, but I'm sure we're making the news here in TVC.
Yes,
so, yeah.
we are. Yes, we are.
So at least that's a good thing. Anyway, we're looking at the newspaper headlines for this Wednesday. And starting with the Vanguard.
Yes, I have the Vanguard, and the main headline here is Ministerial Nominees, New Faces as Senate pledges stiff screening. Begin screening today, says no more bow and go for ex-lawmakers. Buhari rejects 18 ex-ministers, retains 14. 7 states have 2 slots each. And there's quite a lot. There's a long list of the people who have been dropped and those who returned right there, as well as some pictures. It also says here, military investigating stolen 600 million naira operations fund, according to the defense headquarters. I won't return Nigeria to days of exporting jobs, says Buhari. Federal government will collaborate with Southwest monarchs to tackle insecurity, says Oshimbajo there. And just above the masthead, economic growth remains weak at 2.11% in Q2 of 2019, according to CBN. Meanwhile, Oshimbajo, Tinubu, Oshoba, others eulogized Jakonde's virtues at 90. And you can see more photos on page 14. That's what we have on the cover of the Vanguard.
All right, let's check out The Punch on this Wednesday. Ministerial list. Nominees incompetent, lack fresh ideas. PDP, ASU, and TMG say. And Akpabio, Saraki, Silva, Keyamo, Mamora, and Akume make list. Kachiku, Dumbazo, Adewale Shitu, 13 others dropped. Buhari picks Imo lawmaker who dumped APC. And don't test our will to act, Buhari warns Shiites. And 3 die as container falls off truck in Ogun. And Kwara revokes chalet bought by Saraki. And soldiers murder. Troops invade Bayelsa community, raise houses. A couple of other stories down here. We made Jakonde serve under Abacha, says Oshoba. And 8 construction workers die in Enugu underground water tank. Mobile's $1.8 billion underpayment. Presidential panel summons NNPC boss. Up here, a couple of other stories. Police go after Ondo herdsmen vigilantes. OPC talks tough. And FG plans aerial surveillance of southwest forests. Finally, 3-scale CBN screening get new banking licenses. That's what we've got on the cover of The Punch.
Okay, it's a really sad one there. The water tanker thing. Just,
yeah,
it's a really scary thought.
Terrible.
We have the Nation newspaper coming up next, and it says Aregbe Shola, Fashola, Onu, others on ministerial list. The full list of who is on the cover of the Nation newspaper as well. And also some pictures of the aircraft, the Boeing 737-300, which apparently lost a tire during a bad or hard landing. That was yesterday. Passengers injured as Air Peace plane loses tire. That's the headline just beneath the images there. Dignitaries honor Jakonde at 90 with pictures there. It also says Buhari warns Shiites as 2 more die. Panel to review Amosun's contracts. Meanwhile, Boris Johnson is British Prime Minister. That was a big story from yesterday, all over the news everywhere. NNPC secures $3.15 billion for OML 13. And finally, CBN to impose forex restriction on milk. That's what we have on the cover of the Nation.
Okay, let's check out the Daily Sun. this Wednesday as Buhari sends names of ministerial nominees to Senate. Finally, the list. And Akpabio, Amechi, Onu, Akume, Aribeshola, Malami, Keyamo, Bemi Saraki nominated. Dambazao, Udoma, and Lenama. Dalong, Kachiku lose out. Mixed reactions as Senate begins screening today. We can see photographs of smiling ministerial nominees on the cover of the Sun there. And fear, panic in Abuja as Shiites strike again. UK expresses worry as the DCP is buried. That's a sad story there of the DCP that was killed. A couple of other stories here. CBN to deny milk importers Forex licenses 3 new banks. And finally, U.S. announces visa restrictions to Nigerians undermining democracy linked to electoral violence. That's what we've got on the cover of the Daily Sun.
And that's all we can take on the headlines for now. We'll take them again in the second hour of the show. But now it's time to find out what news is, what is making the rounds in our gist later on.
Yeah,
after a quick break. We'll be back.
Good morning. It's time for Lagos traffic updates on Wake Up Nigeria. Now, please note that you can always be a part of this segment. All you need to do is send a message on Instagram, on Facebook, or even on Twitter to let us know what your traffic situation is using the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. And then, of course, you can always send a traffic selfie. Really cute stuff, isn't it? Okay, so let's take a look at what the traffic situation is in certain areas of Lagos. I like to start from the Yanokwaja axis. So I'm going to take it from Ile-Epo bus stop. That's just after just before you get to Pleasure, heading to Yanokwaja. Now, from Ile-Epo bus stop, the traffic is actually quite free at the moment, heading to Yanokwaja. Now, at some point, especially when you are approaching Pleasure, you would experience a bit of traffic, but it's not bumper to fender traffic, just light traffic, perhaps caused by buses trying to take on passengers. But it's quite free, slight traffic, freeway, slight traffic until you're approaching Yanokwaja. Now, when you get closer to the bridge, that's the Yanokwaja bridge, you will encounter bumper to fender traffic. It builds up and then it becomes bumper to fender. However, as soon as you move from under the bridge, that's Yanokwaja under bridge, the traffic eases out and it's free sailing until you get past the banks around there. So you encounter a bit of traffic, but it's just light traffic, nothing much, perhaps caused by a few potholes here and there. But the traffic until you are approaching Dokpemu is not so bad, okay? In less than 5 minutes, you can actually get to Dokpemu from Yanokwaja, but conservatively 10 minutes. I don't think it will take that long. However, when you get to Dokpemu, approaching Dokpemu, you will experience traffic, especially from the Yano axis, okay? So the traffic continues, bumper to fender traffic, until you pass the Dokpemu under bridge as well. So the key areas to look out for today are the bridges, okay? So the traffic eases out until you get to Cement. Now, from the corner filling station just before Cement is where the traffic actually begins to build. Then by the time you're getting to Cement, it becomes bumper to fender, eases out. Though, of course, it continues gradually, but it eases out when you get to Onilekere, especially the police station area. So it eases out, keeps going that way until you are approaching the Punch area. That's where you would experience another bumper to fender traffic, I guess because of the flyover bridge there, you know, the narrow road there. So you will experience traffic, but afterwards it's free sailing till you are approaching Ikeja along. So as soon as you get to Ile-Zik, prepare your mind for traffic. And the traffic continues till you get to Ikeja on that bridge. However, as soon as you're able to get through the bridge, that's why I said the key areas to look out for at the bridges this morning. After the bridge, it is smooth sailing all the way till you're close to Oshodi. That's the arena area. So the traffic becomes light there and, of course, builds up getting to the Oshodi Bridge, okay? So if that happens to be your route this morning, you should prepare to spend about 40 to 45 minutes to get to Oshodi from Ile-Epo bus stop this morning. Now, from Oshodi itself, the traffic isn't so bad heading to Mushin. In fact, quite a lot of freeway. From Oshodi to Mushin this morning, you shouldn't spend more than 10 to 15 minutes. So you're quite good to go. Now, I wonder if you guys have any traffic updates for me? Any tweets?
Just a few. I want us to look at 6:29. That's about 7 minutes ago.
Okay.
Sorry, 1 second. I'm just trying to. Okay, Owode and mile 12, good to go. That's at 6:29. Not too bad. And Obanikoro, Palm Grove, not too bad either. So they're busy, but they're moving. Free-flowing traffic in that area.
Okay.
And I don't know if you have any.
Yes, I have one. Apparently, at about 6:13 a.m., a fallen container with brewery products at Second Gate of Guinness has made Obakran Road a no-go area.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible.
At all. No way at all. And then ... is there. So in other words, it's not moving. Hopefully, the authorities have started, the process of moving things away. But when brewery products fall on the road, it's like, it's just, it's everywhere.
And drivers have to be very careful. So glasses, you don't want any shards of glass piercing your tires. Okay, so I wanted to take a quick look at the bridge. That's the third mainland bridge, quickly. Moving from Oworo. As it is, there's traffic on the third mainland bridge, but it doesn't start until you even pass the Unilag area. But even at that, it's bumper to fender, and it's almost like standstill, because normally the traffic would be all over the bridge and you will still spend an hour, maximum 10 minutes. But even at the fact that it's starting almost towards the end of the bridge, you will still spend an hour, 15 to 20 minutes, which is still more. So prepare your mind that while getting on the bridge, it seems like, oh, there's no traffic. When that traffic starts, it's going to be very bad. So you might want to consider the Eco Bridge access to save time. Apparently, the Eco Bridge access will just take you about 50 to 55 minutes. That's a lot of time to save, if you ask me. Well, I'll join the guys in the kitchen right now to have a conversation. Hi, guys.
All right.
Happy anniversary, guys.
Yeah. First of all, welcome back, Yome. Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you.
Looking all fresh and so clean.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So was it the Bahamas? Was it Hawaii?
We'll talk about that next week. I'm not back, but I'm back.
Okay,
so you know how it is. But yeah, we'll talk a little bit about that next week.
Yeah. Okay. So 2 years, guys.
Yeah.
2 years of this process of
waking up early.
Yeah, well, not even just the waking up early part, the building of the content, the ideas, the brainstorming, even sometimes the topics we talk about in the kitchen, we have to actually really think about what we're going to talk about. Like, it's not just random gist like we make it seem. I'm just saying it now so that people understand that there's a lot of work that goes into it. And it just feels very nostalgic. So I'm trying to remember the first episodes. The first few episodes where...
You know how it is, just like anything that's starting afresh, there will be challenges, issues, people not getting things right the first time. You know how it is now, so a couple of issues that we had when we started out, but after a while, you just get into the flow.
It becomes a way of life.
Yeah. So I saw something yesterday, some few days back, and I resaw it yesterday. So apparently, according to Harvard, the hardest course in the world is architecture.
Architecture. Oh, I
the
saw that
hardest
yesterday.
course in the world. Architecture.
I saw that yesterday as well.
Really?
So I studied 2 courses in the 55 course list.
Okay.
But our area of specialization is number 52.
Oh, what you mean
on that list?
Media.
Mass communication and media.
Number 52 hardest courses. Really? Really?
So, but this is Harvard.
Oh, well,
so,
Harvard.
So
Harvard.
This is Harvard. So
they're saying architecture
architecture is number 1. Number 2 is chemical engineering. Number 3 is chemistry. Number 4, electrical engineering. Number 5, physics.
Those things are not correct in Nigeria.
So
in Nigeria, the most difficult that I've seen, from engaging with people is medicine.
As in, that's it.
Medicine in Nigeria.
I've seen
lots of people fall off after the first year.
I've seen many chemical engineers actually struggle, drop off. So when people talk about medicine being so tough, personally, I'd always thought, are you sure? I didn't think of architecture. So architecture is actually a surprise.
Yeah.
But the chemical engineering part, I didn't find it surprising because I know chemical engineering.
So I studied mechanical first. But then, you see, medicine is one course that
in Nigeria.
People, in Nigeria. I know. I went in a school, Minipop Medical School, where you have people that would want to get admission and they don't get a cut off. They now have to go and do anatomy.
Yeah.
And I'll do like 2-3 years. In fact, we'll finish anatomy and I'll go back to year 2.
Or physiology or something like that.
Year 2. After doing 4 years of one course, you now come to year 2.
Like medicine is the one course I know for sure that you guys can start at 100 in 100 level.
And then like 40.
200 level, you are 20.
By the time you write MB.
By the time you are getting to 400 level, you'll be lucky to have 12 of you.
By the time you write first MB, year 3, second MB.
So it's
tough. Yeah.
But there's still a lot of people that go and apply for medicine. Is it okay? So when you finally go through all those hurdles, is the money actually now worth it?
Babe,
for a medical doctor
in Nigeria,
it's not. In Nigeria, it's not. See, they will not struggle with those of us that probably have to start our careers with 40,000 naira. But the thing is, it is still not good enough because this guy is putting manpower. So, okay, take for example now. My sister and her husband, they are both doctors. They go on call. And days for some, if they don't work in the same area, they might not see each other.
Wow.
And they are married. And they go, it's so crazy that they can be sitting here, like his wife is probably not feeling well, and he's trying to even take care of her, and the next thing, hello, doctor, so how do we handle this? You don't even have a life. Anybody can call you at any time. And this is even a government hospital. Now imagine if they were working for private, where even, more limited hands.
So now, if your kids come up to you with one of those courses at the back of the list,
it doesn't matter.
At the back, back of the list.
So look at it, 55 public relations. Now that is one course that you can make quite a lot of money in Nigeria. PR is number 55. Above PR is marketing.
Really?
If you are a good marketer, boy, you will make money. Let's not even go there.
Wow.
So and then above that you have business. Business is number 50. Business, no, just business.
Okay.
Just business, not biz admin. Just
because sometimes these things, you just need to have the idea. If you're good at it, you're good at it. There are some courses that no matter how much you know about certain things regarding them, you still have to study to understand them. But if you have the basics, like you now that you do business, when you go to study business, come on now.
Well, it's true. But one of the things I also wanted to mention is that a lot of those very difficult courses, like chemical engineering, like you mentioned, and the rest of them. Look, in Nigeria, if you meet any of the top percentiles for any of these courses, you're good to go.
True.
So that's
word.
So just focus. If you're doing any of those courses, focus. Make sure you do your best, and you'll be fine.
Okay. We need to go on this short break. We'll return shortly. Wake Up Nigeria continues. You're welcome to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. It's time for us to prepare feast. And I've got Chef Ofen to help me do that.
Thank you.
So what's up?
Thank you.
What are we making today?
You see, your energy has just rubbed off for me now.
Oh, yeah,
I feel like dancing, but I don't know how to dance.
I'm seeing this on the table.
Okay, this is spicy beefy pasta.
Spicy beefy pasta.
So it's just pasta with lots of beef, very spicy and utterly delicious.
That's the best part. The delicious part. So what are we making use of?
So we have macaroni.
Okay.
Yeah, we have beef, which I have pre-boiled because of time.
Okay.
Then we have sliced tomatoes and pepper underneath. Then we have plantain, my favorite.
I know.
Then we have green bell
There's
peppers.
never a complete meal without plantain. Do you eat about plantain? Okay, let's go on. So this,
I can. You see?
Zip.
We have green bell peppers. We have cucumbers, this for garnish. Then we have onions. Then we have my special seasoning mix.
It's called special. I don't know, sir.
Then we have vegetable oil.
Oh, yeah, garlic.
Yeah, garlic. Yeah,
Okay.
grated already.
Yeah.
So that's basically it.
So what's in here?
This is oregano.
Oregano.
Yeah,
Okay.
for flavor, spice, and
Okay.
all that. Yeah.
Tomatoes and oregano, they
Yeah.
always go very
So
well.
we have, we're going to
excellently.
use curry and thyme and what's this called? Nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
That's way back, but
Okay.
we'll bring them all out.
Okay, so what's the cooking process?
First and foremost, we need to fry the meat. After
Okay.
frying, while this is boiling.
Do we start with frying the meat now?
Yes, we can.
Okay,
we can.
so we're going to start with frying the meat. Go,
Okay.
go on
Okay.
with the description.
So, fry the meat.
Okay.
Then make the sauce.
Okay.
You have boiled your pasta aside.
Okay.
So once you boil it to finish level. You're not boiling, you're not pre-boiling. So it's boiled
Okay.
to finish level.
Okay.
Fry your meat, fry your sauce.
Okay.
Then we have our beef broth.
Okay.
We're going to put into the sauce.
Okay.
Then gradually incorporate the cooked pasta into the sauce.
Okay.
Gradually.
Okay. That sounds like a lot of work.
Well, not really.
Are you
I think
sure?
we can make use of a pan.
Yeah. This I was actually putting this aside for the pasta.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So we'll boil the
Like
pasta and then
mine.
we'll fry.
Okay. Like
this.
mine.
Okay. So
That's-
frying the meat and the plantain, right? We're frying them immediately. Or the
Yes.
plantain will be much later.
Much later, because that's like the last. The plantain is actually like a garnish. You don't really need
Okay.
to add it. So we
Okay.
do that much later once the meal is ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're focusing on frying the meat
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is like a test.
So you already explained the entire process.
Yeah.
Now, some people will tell you that when you're cooking pasta, you should pre-boil, then drain the water for certain reasons. Is that necessary?
It's not necessary. You're just going to end up with a very mushy, soft, gooey stuff. Because pasta cooks very fast. So why do you want to go through that process of making
I hear a
so-
lot of, you're cooking pasta, you're cooking rice, you're cooking just any kind of pasta, including spaghetti
You
and
could actually
macaroni.
do that with rice because rice is hard and it takes a longer cooking time. But for pasta, it's like pre-boiling noodles.
Even spaghetti?
Yeah, spaghetti is like pre-boiling.
People pre-boil noodles.
No, I'm
You'll be
saying-
amazed.
no,
People
really?
actually do. I've seen it. Like they will first put it in water, then drain the water. I remember because of the starchy taste.
You are still getting all that calories into your body. So he that is down needs fear no fall. Just eat it. Just eat it.
If you're down, you need you need not to even care about
just
falling
eat.
anymore.
You're already cooking it, so just eat it and deal with the calories later.
Okay. All right. So our pasta, special pasta. This one is beef.
Spicy beefy pasta.
Okay, spicy beefy
You
pasta.
could actually use spaghetti. You could actually use noodles.
Don't interrupt my thinking process. So I'm thinking for every spoonful, I get one.
You get the
piece of
picture.
beef. Okay.
That's it.
So I'm the only one eating today. Everybody voted me.
It's
to
an
eat.
anniversary, Mary.
Yes,
It's
but
an
everybody
anniversary.
chose me to eat all the food for them.
Show me proof of your working.
I'll show you
Gotcha.
later. I'll show you
Gotcha.
tomorrow morning when I finish the food.
Oh,
Okay,
dear.
so what other things can we include when making this meal?
Okay, maybe if you are a bit, because some people are against beef, you could actually use chicken breast, which
Okay.
is firm.
So it becomes spicy chicken breast pasta.
Spicy breasty pasta. PG rated.
Okay, so besides that, what else do we make use of?
Okay, you could use
shrimps.
Okay, you
Does
could
it
use
work
shrimps.
with shrimps?
Yeah, you could use shrimps, but
Okay, you don't sound convinced with the shrimps.
No. I think seafoods have a tendency to disappear into the meal, except you're using tiger prawns, which is
Okay.
still big and firm. But for shrimps, they are very small, so you need a whole lot for it to come out and go with every spoon or every fork.
Okay.
So beef is more.
And shrimps, they're quite expensive as well, so you also need to worry about that.
You could use liver, which is fine.
Okay,
Liver is firm as
okay,
well.
okay.
Yeah, then you could use.
You could use sausages, could you?
Yeah, you could. You
Okay,
could.
so anything firm is
Yeah,
better.
you could use snails.
Gizzards.
I'm a lover of snails. I think Mike is a lover of snails. So I know.
Mike is a lover of food. It doesn't matter if it's snail or not, so as long as it's something
Yeah, you
chewy.
could use snails too because they are firm. Just something that would not just melt into the chicken. If you're going to use chicken, that like I said,
You have to
chicken
be
breast,
very careful.
Yeah.
Perhaps
You're gonna-
fry it.
Yeah, fry it. Yeah, to get
Okay.
it firm and
Okay.
introduce it last.
Okay.
But with beef, you can introduce it at any time once it's fried because it's very firm.
Okay. So frying and then we get everything ready.
Yeah.
It's like a one-pot dish, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it's kind of because once you make the sauce, everything just
goes in.
just starts going
so
in. Yeah.
everything is ready
Yeah.
there. So
Yeah.
and then of course we have the plantain to garnish.
See what I did? I spiralized them.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. I said, oh, she was probably having
I show
fun
some
doing
love
this.
to plantain.
Some people and plantain. Hey, Ofe.
It's like, okay, I won't go PG-rated again. Let me just keep quiet.
It's
zip. Zip.
All right, so we're looking forward to having this delicious, spicy, beefy pasta.
Yep.
This is our Wake Up Nigeria 2nd anniversary special.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
And it's courtesy Chef Ofe.
Thank you. Thank you.
Madam Series Pink, aka Dodo Gang. Like, how many hashtags do you have?
So many.
We have lost count.
I have, some people call me #Shakara Queen because of my signature dish called Shakara rice.
Okay.
Have you ever had that?
Oh, yes, you've made it here before.
No, I haven't. It's a trade secret.
No, you made it here before. Shakara rice.
No.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
I
you
did
did.
Iresi a lot. I would
No.
No.
That day you mentioned Shakara rice.
No, I said I use the spice for Shakara rice.
Aha.
Shakara rice is my trade secret. It's not going public
So
yet.
you use the spice for the Shakara rice, not the Shakara rice.
No.
Don't worry,
It's
I'll
not
learn
going
how to
public
make it.
yet.
I'll learn how to make it. So that's it for now. We'll just have to
waiting
get
for the oil to heat
the
up.
meats fried.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's just about it.
Yeah, that's about
talking
it.
about making our breakfast today.
Yep.
Okay. So do we have to use this for garnishing as well?
No, we're frying this up.
Oh, we're frying this.
So the pasta doesn't look too blare and bland. So we need some color. So that's why we slice the tomatoes. Because no matter how much you fry tomatoes, when you're through cooking, you're going to see strands of it in it. So that's the whole idea. Than using a blended mix, which will just give it like a jollof color. We don't really want that jollof color.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll definitely have to boil the pasta. Right?
Yeah. We're just waiting for this to heat up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we'll get some water in here.
Okay. So we'll continue with the cooking process, of course. We'll show you much more later, and we'll give you the update so far on what we've done. In the meantime, however, it's time for our very first performance today, and I know TT is on standby for that.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Mary. Something already smells good in there. And we have a performance right now. Adefemi Ebenezer, a.k.a. Olakira, singer, composer, songwriter, producer. He plays a lot of musical instruments. He's produced and worked with the likes of Dotman and Patoranking, and just released his first body of work called Wakanda Jollof. I like that. I really like that, actually. He's going to be performing his track Summertime, and it's a very apt time to put the song out because summer holidays basically just started. All right, so now, and this is Afro-pop, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
But infused of R&B.
Okay. All right then.
I sing R&B.
All right, so you need to use the mic.
Sorry.
Yeah, so you once again it's Afro-pop with a
mix of R&B.
All right, beautiful.
So that's my own sound.
I can imagine.
Afro-pop is normal sound out there, general sound out there, but I just have to put some fuse in it. So
all right. So when I say a lot of instruments, can I hear just like 3?
Yeah, drum set, saxophone, keyboard, guitar.
Wow. Wow.
Just major instrument, though, not.
Okay then. Yeah. All right, let me get out of your hair now. It's time for you to perform. Our first performance for today. It's all yours.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
You already know, no. All I care about got a baby. Yeah. Sexy rose, see your body moving.
Great morning to you once again. Surprise, surprise for those of you who are just finding out that I'm around. I'm in the building.
Welcome back, Yomai. We actually missed you. Like, oh my gosh, Yomi, like people were sending us messages. Where is Yomi now? Tell us the truth.
Yeah,
where
but
is he?
You guys were fine. I mean, you were all right now. Mike was here, you were here. It was nice and fun. But anyway, I'm around for a few hours.
Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Meanwhile,
just for a few hours, yeah.
Wake Up Nigeria is 2 years old today. It's gonna be non-stop fun. for the rest of the show.
Yeah, so thank you for tuning in. And don't forget that, of course, as usual, our social media pages are abuzz right now.
Yes, indeed.
Congratulatory messages coming in. Comment suggestions.
Yeah.
What you thought of the show in the past 2 years. And if for any reason, this is the first time that you're tuning in and just wondering what's going on, what show is this? This is Wake Up Nigeria.
Yes,
and
indeed.
we've been doing this for 2 years.
This is the #1 breakfast show in Nigeria, and we are not playing. We're not messing around. And in fact, even if you need to move around right now, just know we're streaming live at tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect. Those comments, those lovely messages, those pictures, those videos, we love them across all our social media platforms. Use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
That's, of course,
yeah.
That's the hashtag that trends every once in a while. You know, we're getting there. Anyway, so it's going to be a great show today. We've had 1 hour already. And so check us out. We also have our app that you can download and watch from anywhere in the world on the Google Play Store and the Apple iStore as well.
And we have Chef Ofe cooking up a storm in the kitchen with Mary.
So it's our anniversary special today. So we're having spicy beefy pasta. That's for breakfast.
Spicy beefy pasta.
Yes, that's what we're having for breakfast. Courtesy Chef Ofe.
Yeah, you're me no free today.
I know you have to put my name in there.
Wow.
It's fine.
Wow.
Anyway, we've got a great Wednesday. About 2 hours left on the show. And on Wednesdays, we try to ensure that we create stronger bonds with our significant others on the show.
Olabisi Olashoeton is going to be here. She's going to be talking about submission and headship. What a topic, y'all. What a topic.
Who's the head and not the tail?
And we have a special musical performance from our friends at the Bethsaida School for the Visually Impaired. And they're always fun to have in the building.
Yeah. Wednesdays are for women crushes, and Abimbola Olayinka, who's a 73-year-old model, believe it or not.
Yes, indeed.
You know, she's not letting age hold her down, and she's going to be telling us what she's been up to over the past, since she started trending and became a celebrity.
Then it's on to Fruit DIY with the CEO of Link Fruite, Princess Olayinka Akombi. She's going to show us what those nifty fingers can do with some fruit.
And lastly, we have Nigerian comedian MC Yabe in the building. He's already here.
Yes,
and
indeed.
something special is going to be happening with him today.
Yeah.
So I was going to talk about the blind performers,
Yeah.
but before that, there was also the first thing we showed, the one about who is the head and who is the tail in a relationship.
I just want to give a quick shout out to these two amazing bakers who gave us some surprise cakes this morning. The cakes look amazing. First of all, we have a cake from Chef Jules of Cake Flair.
Hey,
Chef
Thank
Jules
you
made this.
so much, Chef Jules. And we have another cake in the kitchen, and that's from Lanre from Cherry Treats Cakes.
Cherry Treats.
Yes,
Thank
Cherry
you so
Treats
much.
Cakes.
Oh, there it
That's
is.
lovely.
Very nice.
Beautiful
Very
cakes. And we know there are going to be more gifts and goodies coming in from people all over the world. We appreciate you. And, well, hey, you can send them in as soon as possible.
Yeah, so Mary, you were talking about...
Just before that, Chef Jules told me that she was going to send a small cake.
This is
And
small.
so I'm wondering if she was supposed to send a big cake.
What was she going to send?
We won't have a table today. Is it going to be a wedding
She
cake?
just said, oh, I'm going to
Let me
put
just
something
send this
together
small
for you
cake
guys.
for
Yeah.
you guys. Okay, so I was going to talk about the Bethsaida School of the Blind. One of the things people talked about regarding Wake Up Nigeria was the sensitization we've actually created. And one of the things that interests me is we keep reminding people that you are not disabled until you're mentally disabled. When you tell yourself you can't.
Yeah.
I work with someone at Max FM that is visually impaired, yet he reads his news, produces his own news. Apart from that, he does almost everything himself. He goes home himself, comes to work himself via public transport, not as if he calls a cab or whatever. He lives a normal life to the best of his ability.
That's amazing.
And so It's one of the things I really cherish about the show, the ability to remind people that you can live a normal life no matter the disability. You're only disabled if you believe you are disabled. That's the way I see it.
Yeah. Thank you to everyone who's shared their story on the show so
thank
far
you
in
so
the past
much.
2 years. We appreciate you.
Nigeria is a very dynamic show, and my experiences so far are quite interesting. There are times whereby, you know, I just want to scream and pull my air out, air that I don't have, and there are times whereby, you know, it's so solid that you just can't help but, you know, have a big smile. So yeah, it's a tasking and challenging show. It's 3 beautiful hours with multiple segments, multiple people behind those segments. We have amazing and highly dynamic presenters who, you know, somehow, some way turn up that early in the morning and, you know, run the show. We play a lot of people you guys do not get to see on camera, and they are basically like one very important set of people, the guys behind the cameras. Now, these guys are there super early in the morning, ensure that all the cameras are, you know, prepped and ready to, you know, take on the presenters. And you need to see the setup. It's amazing. We have loads of cameras. We have multiple guys behind the cameras. Kudos, you guys are amazing. And yeah, they put on so much fantastic people. Every production, every TV show, every live TV show comes with its challenges. And for Wake Up Nigeria, I'll say the time. Early morning, that's the biggest challenge. I think that's the biggest challenge everyone faces, from the cameramen to the producers to the presenters to the script writers, and, you know, much more the fact that everyone has to be here bright and early at 5 a.m. So I call it vampire hour.
Welcome again to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. A lot has been going on, and yes, we still have Chef Ope. Yeah, she's preparing our 2nd year anniversary special breakfast. And I tell you, it's yummy already.
I thought you're not going to talk to me.
We'll continue after. We'll continue the beef after this. We'll continue the beef. So you see, we have begun the stir fry process. Okay.
Yes.
As you can see here, our pasta
already cooked
is all cooked. Ready for us to stir it in when we're through with the stir fry, that is. So this is our plantain, all fried, nicely brown, looking really tasty and delicious. Look at our beef, it's been fried. And in case you're wondering, just tuning in and you're wondering what we're making today, it is spicy, beefy pasta. Like, there's a lot of EE today because everything's going to be really lovely. Okay. So far, what have we done in here?
So in here, first and foremost, we've had the vegetable oil, then we fried our onions and grated garlic. Okay. Then I put in the sliced tomatoes and pepper, fresh pepper.
Okay, so what happens next?
So we're waiting for this to fry out. And
how long will it take to fry? Because I know we've been doing that for about 2 minutes already.
Yeah, maybe let's say another 10 minutes because we need all the water to dry out.
Okay.
Dry out totally.
Completely?
Yes, because any additional water, because we're going to put in beef broth, which will dry out again.
Oh, we're still going to put the...
Yes, yes.
Where's the beef broth?
It's back there.
Okay, so we're going to put in the beef broth.
Once this is dry.
And it will also dry out again.
But not totally, just dry out to a thick fluid, not very light fluid. Okay. So once that is done, we add our spices, seasonings, then we incorporate the... Okay,
so what spices are we putting in?
So in there we have curry, we have nutmeg, we have salt, and we have thyme. Okay. Then in here is my secret seasoning.
Yeah. Before she starts with her shakara.
You can actually use seasoning cubes if you don't want to go...
Okay. I know there's adobo in there, but I won't say more than that.
No, there's no.
Are you serious? What's the color?
You can't guess. Don't even try it.
I'll figure it out. Let me not reveal your trade secret on there. So this is actually for garnishing. That's for the side, so you can have
and the cucumber
and the cucumber as well. Yeah. This is going into the sauce.
Yes, just for it.
Okay, so let's talk about the process.
Okay.
So when this is ready, what happens?
when this is ready, once
pouring in the broth.
when this first water is dried out, we put in the broth, put in our seasonings, put in our spices.
Which seasoning goes in first? This goes in first for like a minute or two.
Almost
before.
immediately. But the salt goes in last because you need to check that your seasoning was balanced. If your seasoning is okay, then you might not need to add additional salt. But some people don't cook with seasoning cubes, so you could just go salt straight.
Okay.
Yeah, which is not a problem, which is not a bad thing as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we put in the seasoning afterwards.
Yeah.
Then what else?
Then the spices, the curry, the nutmeg, and the thyme, and a little bit of oregano. Oregano is kind of
great
like
for tomatoes.
Yeah, but
anything.
it's a finishing.
Yeah.
So this is like a finishing. So this is like the oregano and the green pepper goes in last, and you see these little onions I left behind. That's for extra flavor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because every time you have anything tomatoes going on, it's always a great addition to
Yes, it
to
is.
put in the oregano.
Yes.
There's a kind of taste, really nice
Has
taste.
one rustic
Yeah.
ethnic,
To tomato meals and all. Really
Yeah.
great. So at what point does the pasta
So
go in?
once I
Because I know
put
it's a
in-
warm
once
pot
I
dish.
put in the spices, the seasoning, we put in the meat.
Okay.
Let that cook a bit, then introduce the pasta 1 spoon at a time.
Okay.
Just letting everything gradually fry out. So see why I said there shouldn't be any water. Because water is going to cook the pasta further to make it too mushy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So this pasta comes in after we've put in everything.
Everything, once you have read, that's why I said that salt will be last. So
Okay.
after you have put in the pasta, you know, the pasta might...
We didn't
drain
put
it.
salt in the pasta, did
I
we?
put a little. That's why I'm saying that salt has to be last so that you now have a balance of, you
Because
taste
of
it.
the seasoning,
Yes.
salt in there, put
Yes.
everything
Yeah,
together
but the
and
salt
then
there is very, very little.
Minimal.
Yeah,
Okay.
Very, very
okay.
little.
Okay. Okay. So great. That's it for you. The spicy, beefy pasta. Our second anniversary special.
Yeah.
Oh wow. This looks really good. This looks really good. All right, I have a thing for colors when it comes to food. Okay.
So that green pepper is there to add another additional color.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the orange, the red as well, and then the green.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Wait till you see the end result when we finally plate it.
Yep.
You know, as is often said, we Africans, we like to see
before
we eat.
Yes.
So you will not only enjoy seeing, hi, you won't get to eat it. But don't worry, I'll eat it on your behalf, and I promise to enjoy it as well. Okay, so that's it for now. We are moving on to Yomi and Olabisi talking relationship right now.
Yes, indeed. Thanks so much, Mary. Now, submission and headship. Now, two different roles in a relationship. Talk to us about this is Olabisi Olasreta, who is a certified emotional intelligence marriage coach and an NLP practitioner, and the founder of Secret Place Husband Platform. And she's joining us this morning to talk about this issue of submission. It's a thorny issue now. You know, in the old days, it was easy for people to be able to carefully define husband and wife roles. So whether it was traditional or religious, and you know, Muslim, Christian, everybody knew that women were subservient to men at the time. And so you had this kneel down for your man. Even in wedding ceremonies, you will kneel down and feed the man. But those concepts are changing in the 21st century. And now women are stepping up and they're, you know, challenging that concept of submission. Talk to us.
Well, the question would be, why are they challenging the concepts? Women are not just rising up all of a sudden to challenge what they used to. The idea is that the realities have changed. So in the past, like you said, traditionally, a man would go work, provide for the family fully, while the woman is home to take care of the children. So it makes sense that she would do all that without questioning the authority, and the man would gladly also provide. But now it's a bit, you know, different. You find that women are working full-time, mothers are working full-time, and they still have to come back home and cater to the family. So, of course, that naturally breeds a sort of rebellion that says, you know what, the realities have changed, so roles should be adjusted a bit. And I find that many women are willing to submit. You know, we just have, like, many men stuck up in that place where, you know what, they know what to expect in terms of their leadership at home. And that is being distorted because of new realities. So, you know, there's a lot of adjustment.
Now that we're addressing new realities, it's almost like someone who has been in a position of authority for the longest time, and they're used to it. So talking about the men now, and then suddenly women are stepping up financially, taking responsibilities and all of that. But it then seems like a lot of men are not, they're finding it hard to adjust to the new realities in terms of the home itself.
Exactly.
Now, what would you say in a home where it looks like there's some friction in this area, where the woman is stepping up and might be a bit rebellious, like you're saying?
I find that the reason why men, well, some men, not all men, are finding it difficult to adjust is because we have sacrificed the true meaning of what manhood should look like, what leadership should look like, on the altar of physical strength, ability to provide. So we have sacrificed things like emotional stability, emotional control and intelligence, and generally good nurture under the altar of nature. Just that physical strength and ability to provide. So in the place where a woman is not even, not unsubmissive, she's just asking for some understanding, and where the man would display humility, which doesn't take away from his leadership, you find that the man begins to get insecure, almost like his leadership is being threatened. So a little understanding, especially as we raise boys now, who are going to be the new generation of men in the future, we need to define what leadership truly means. What does manhood truly means? And if you're going to state that a man should be the head of the home, what does that look like practically in dealing with another human being who is supposed to be your equal?
I like that, that you're going in this direction, because a lot of times what you then find is people can then use scripture to try to justify oppression, for instance.
Absolutely. So religious people do
exactly.
that.
So, but you're saying now that in a marriage or in a relationship, the two are equals. Is that what you're saying?
Well, like we discussed last week, equality is a bit complicated in a marriage. If you are thinking about equality as 50-50, I do this, then you must do that, then there's going to be a problem. But if you are talking about competencies in terms of interests, self-respect, mutual respect, and the element of a proper relationship, then you will find that equality is not this strange idea that we cannot achieve.
Now, I want us to talk about the issue of submission itself and address women, right? So sometimes maybe 5-10 years ago, you married a very traditional man, right? And things have changed. You become exposed, you're on social media, you're hearing what other women are saying, you've traveled here and there, you've moved on in your career. So your perspectives to life have changed as well. And it could affect your marriage if you're a woman, because the man hasn't changed, but you have changed. So what would you say to such a woman?
Ideally, sometimes those causes, you need wisdom, and it has to be a matter of priority. What is more important to you? Some people don't mind separating from such people. I've moved ahead. You're unable to join me on this course, so they separate. But the most important thing is for people who are about to get married. It doesn't matter at what stage you are, whether you believe this or that. There must be a conversation around what do we believe? What is your vision about this? If you change, what do we do? If I change, what do I do? Once we have that conversation and make sure that the important element, like the ability to listen to your partner when they speak, things like humility, once you can find that in your partner, it doesn't matter what change comes around in the future. Even the man can change himself, and the woman would have to be the one to come up higher and understand. But those important elements, humility, vulnerability, intimacy, communication, those are the real things that needs to be in place.
Now, in a relationship, like we're talking about men and women and, in a marriage and they're growing, and there are certain people who maybe they come from a very traditional background. Maybe both of them. Husband and wife, maybe in a Muslim home or even in a Christian home as well, where you see that the roles are very carefully defined. How would you relate that in a modern world? So how will you deal with, say, younger people that are coming up? So we're very traditional. We have our children coming up, they're very exposed. What kind of knowledge we transfer to them, the boys and the girls?
Well, like I said, we have to define what leadership looks like for the boys. And especially as they grow over the years, you have to show that the roles in marriage, in a home generally, are not necessarily gender specific. We should look out for interests, competencies, and generally what will make them better and what they can do by themselves for their own well-being. So in place of cooking, it shouldn't be just that the ladies go into the kitchen and the boys go wash the daddy's car. You know, sometimes the girl may want to be the one to wash the daddy's car and the boy wants to go into the kitchen. So parents need to be mindful of these stereotypes and how we frame definitions for the young ones. And that way, I think, I mean, the future is brighter.
Okay, so women are watching now and they're asking, okay, so Olabisi Soweto has not answered the question. Should we submit? Should we kneel down to serve the husband? You know, because it gets down to that. You know, sometimes you see arguments online and people are upset by, so you have feminists who are upset by women who are submissive.
Yeah.
And they say you shouldn't be doing that. This is the 21st century. What would you say to try and balance this argument?
Well, for religious people, if you're a Christian or a Muslim, for instance, and you believe in submission, you don't believe in submission because you want to kneel down for a man. You willingly submit, you willingly yield to another person's authority, largely because of your obedience to God. So it will be a bit dicey for me to just answer specifically and say, don't submit, because beliefs differ. But if you are not religious, I would still say that in a relationship, there's something called the status dynamic. And, you know, somebody tries to put themselves over. And as you relate with each other, you will find opportunities to submit to one another. And I think that's what we should be on the lookout for. Mutual respect, where if your husband says to you, this is how I want to go, define him in that moment. Let me not use the word define, disagreeing in that moment without necessarily validating his opinion, because if he says he wants to do something, he has a reason. He may be ignorant, but you cannot say that is wrong. So it's important that in conversation, validate what he says and then bring your own up. What usually happens is that we want to be right, so we think we are right and we push the other's opinion aside.
Wow, well, this is a conversation that is just starting. I feel like there's a lot more questions that people want to ask.
I agree.
And all of that, but you know, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Stay with us. The show comes back after this.
Every day you find different challenges, and I like challenges. I like to confront them, and doing this for ages, I think it's one of those things that I do regularly, and so for me it's just like a normal day. It's like living, and so every part of the show is a challenge. It's a challenge in the sense that this is a live show, and so no matter what you plan, things quite happen. Normally, things don't happen the way they are planned, but then the idea is that you just need to have a plan. And once you have a plan, and you also have a plan and another plan and another plan. So by the time the plan A fails, you have the plan B, you have the plan C. And so every day is a challenge, but the most exciting and the most challenging is when the show moves from being a 2-hour show to a 3-hour show. I mean, starting quite early. You have to wake up quite early, get the studio ready, get the camera set. And so waking up early at the initial stage was quite challenging. But as we go on, as we move on, it's becoming normal and usual. We don't have to be friends to work together on television production, but then we see ourselves as a team. And then working with a team of professionals make it more interesting. And so we are all professionals, and so we come together as a team when we have to do the job. The job needs to be done. And so the team comes first. So we have a cordial relationship. In fact, we become a family. During that 3 hours, we all forget our differences. We come together. We know we have a goal. And the aim of every one of us is to achieve that goal.
Hello once again. Yes, we are in celebration mode right here at Wake Up Nigeria. And part of the celebration is celebrating with good old friends. And we've invited back once again the Bethesda Home for the Blind. And they perform like fire. Am I right, guys? Am I right?
Now who do this?
Yes, sir.
Jesus. Oh my God. Hey, hey.
Woo! Loving it. Standing with me is Madam Choma Ohakwe. Now, she is the director of the school or Home for the Blind.
Yes.
And, you know, it's really great to have you back, Ma.
Yes.
Tell me the age group of the students here.
right here we have the age from 14 years to 26 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, by His grace, as you said, I'm Mrs. Choma Ohakwe, the founder of Bethesda Home for the Blind. I want to thank you once more, Sister Titi, because you are so good for us.
Thank you.
Each time we call you, you answer us like say tomorrow, no day.
We love you.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
So
today,
now we have to give them the microphone. We want to hear their performance. Let's give them the mic and let them get to the performance. Dance along with them, sing along at home with them. This is our 2nd anniversary celebration. Take it away, guys. All right. Let's go.
We don't have to go to 360 degrees. Now it's time we go to what it sees. You don't have to climb the highest mountain, for all you're looking for is within you. Open the eyes of your eye and ears and mouth as I sing my song. Open the eyes of your mind and ears and mouth as you hear my word. Whoa, today to waste away, but nevertheless it's never late. Oh, so the times have changed. I thought you knew that this world we never ever went to. The world has gone past times of fighting, so drop your guns and your sword and let us live all as one. We all need love and understanding, so drop your guns and your swords and let us live all as one. Whoa, whoa, I'll be.
Yeah, all over the world, one love. Okay. See, I can't believe that life could be this hard like this. It's hard to imagine that things could go bad like this. Let's talk about love, it's all we need to succeed. We don't need war, we can make it if we believe. Stop the bloodshed and fighting, killing innocent people. This not lesson message coming from Nati Jiso. We need peace and unity to soar like an eagle. Let's stop in reality and faith to find the label. King Soundstar, yeah. Let's live in peace. Yeah. See, yeah. See, this life not game. Everybody come this world just to train. Stop the war, stop the killing, make you embrace the change. Understand your fellow brother, make you live as one. Stop the, make you embrace peace. Make you drop a gun, drop us on my knees to plead. See my heart's done the hole, see me at the bleed. I just want to say this just because I crossed the bridge.
I'll be. Oh, Lord, Nigeria. Both will leave us one. I'll be.
All right. Okay, wonderful performance there. Wonderful by the visually impaired school there. Great one, great one. Like Mary said earlier, there is always ability in perceived disability. Okay, so let's take a look at some of your congratulatory messages to us. And also, you remember we spoke about our giveaway. We have our winner for yesterday. Now, she's going to be here very soon and get some part of her gift. Now, the main one is a spa treatment. Look, I have never had a full spa treatment in my life. I've never had, so I'm a little bit envious. But just before that, you can keep your messages coming in. Remember, the hashtag is Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. Let's see how many of them. Yomi and Titi, you guys should get ready to join me very soon. Let's take a look at some of the messages that people have sent in. Titi, hurry up and get in. Okay, so let's see. Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. That's today. We are too. Now, we also spoke about some videos. I see some videos already coming in. Wonderful. Titi was looking forward to that one. And they're already coming in. We'll do these ones tomorrow. Let's take a look at some of the messages. Titi, Yomi, I hope you all are ready because let's take some replies. Okay, so there's some this discussion on our relationship topic today is also generating some sort of interaction with our lovely viewers. But let's see, let's go back and try and get some messages from yesterday. There were a lot, especially on Facebook, But yeah, so Yomi, tell your fans. Well, it's good that they're all our fans. They came up to me, where is Yomi? Now you can see him. He's here to answer for himself. He is here to answer for himself. But hey, come on. Yomi, while you were away, of course, which messages did you get? Can you let some of us know? Let's have an insight to some messages you got.
Yeah. Well, I saw a bunch of messages. A few people sent me DMs saying, asking whether I was still around, whether I was coming back, and stuff like that. So I got those.
So you felt the love. You felt the love. Yeah, people missed you. Like, people are coming for us as we're walking back. Where did you put Yomi now? Where is Oga Yomi? I'm like, but he's here, right? He's right here.
All right, so let's take some of our comments on Facebook. That's where we have quite a lot of them. Precious Quid. QEED says, first of all, happy anniversary to Wake Up Nigeria. What I like about the show is the guests that come to talk about their career, how they started, the challenges they faced, and how they conquered them. The kitchen session is also very informative. I can count how many times I've written recipes. Wonderful. Wonderful. Wake Up Nigeria is great, and happy anniversary once again. Wonderful. We like that. I love all their guest speakers. It triggers me the more to keep watching. Their way of expressing issues is certainly top-notch. They educate the masses in one way or the other. Wonderful. We like that. We like that. Okay, so the show is the most productive show in Nigeria. Calling of upcoming artists to perform is only done on Wake Up Nigeria. Thank you. Thank you. Please keep it up. We need it. And thanks for letting me perform on the show. That's a performer. We appreciate that. Okay, so we have a winner from yesterday. For today, we're keeping the videos coming in. Busayo is the one who won our spa giveaway, but we have something else for her. Hello, Busayo. Let's get this, Busayo. Yeah, she's around. Hello. Woo. Good. Woo. Welcome. Yeah, so now, so I would have loved to bring the gift here, but it's a spa, full body spa. I've never had a spa before. Have you ever had? You've definitely. You've not? Wow! So this is going to be special for her. So yes, and also we have this carrier bag. What if you give away? So, but the spa, anywhere, Lekki or Ikeja, whatever you choose, we get a spa to you. Thank you so much, all.
Thank you very much.
I think I see your comments.
Yeah.
Yes, I know she's wonderful. It's great to have you. Thank you so much. Yeah, Busayo, of course, keep your own comment in. She won today. You'll probably be the one who will win tomorrow. Don't go nowhere. There's still a lot more to come on Wake Up Nigeria. We're about to go into the last 45 minutes. Super gang coming up. Chef of Fede Shawarma. I'm in charge of that one. Don't try yourselves. Mary was there anyhow in the kitchen. Shawarma is my own turn. But actually, Mary's walking today. Like, Mary is a sous chef today.
Always really hard at work.
All right. Let's take this break. We'll be right back.
All right, now you need to loud it. You need to shout it on the hilltops. Your favorite breakfast show is 2 years old today.
That's what I miss. You know, this craziness.
Yes.
Anyway.
Honestly, I'm just like, it's God's grace. But God's grace to be crazy as well, you know.
It's been 2 years.
Oh, damn.
It's been 2 years. It's been absolutely amazing. You've been here every single day for the past 2 years. It's been great. But Wake Up Nigeria is 2 years old. Use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria TVC.
Yes, indeed.
Just send us comments. Let us
comments, contributions, prayers. We love the prayers, oh. No jokes. We love the prayers. You guys keep us going every single day. Hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC is the hashtag you need right now. Some videos have been coming in.
People sending in videos as well. And remember that we're going to be picking winners as well. So the instructions are online for you to check out as well. And you're going to be invited to be a guest on the show as well. My name is Yomi Ope.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. Now, as an alternative, you can watch us live on our website, that's tvcontinental.tv, and on Facebook Live at TVC Connect. Those comments that we love, you need that hashtag, Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah. Now, don't forget the TVC app is available for download both on the Android and iOS stores. Now, this app allows you to watch us from anywhere in the world.
Very, very important, that app. Very important.
Just download, you scroll through and you'll find it. The app, if you want to find the app, it's TVC Connect. So that's how to find it.
Exactly. Now, a big shout out to the chefs that brought in cakes today. Chef Jules at Cake Flair. Amazing cakes.
Very nice. Look at it.
Yes, indeed. And then at Cherry Treats Cakes as well. We appreciate you. Then also a big shout out to NN Coconut Foods. NN Coconut Foods are giving bottles of coconut oil, 100 ml, not 50 ml. 100 ml bottles of coconut oil to our winners today.
So what are they supposed to do to win?
All the instructions are online.
Yeah, so all the instructions are online. Check them out on Facebook, on Twitter, and then just follow the instructions. They're very simple instructions.
Yes, indeed.
And you can win.
Now, to celebrate and share our story with us, to motivate us, we have Abimbola Olayinka, a 73-year-old woman joining us with her son later on the show.
Yeah.
Very
then it's on to fruits DIY. With CEO of Link Fruity, Princess Olayinka Ajiboye.
And then, lastly, we have Nigerian comedian MC Abe. He'll be joining us to celebrate with us and share his story as well.
Comedians, eh?
Yeah.
So far, so good today, huh?
Yeah,
so far, so good.
Yomi, how do you feel flanked by two ladies?
Right now? Oh, no, I'm used to it.
There is no competition.
You're used to it,
Yeah.
No, but it's so interesting, the responses we've been getting online, the feedback we've been getting online, because there was a question put out, I think, on Monday by our PR team. What do you like best about Wake Up Nigeria? So many people listed, and when I say listed,
you say one this. Oh yeah, I saw quite a number of responses.
Presentation.
Well, not that far. But
okay,
I saw some responses that I thought were quite interesting.
Yeah.
Actually, people saying how the show has affected them, touched them, and they did various things that they like. People talked about the kitchen a lot.
Yeah, of course.
Talked about motivations on Monday, relationships on Wednesday.
You'll be amazed. There's always a segment that is a favorite to some people. So it's a case of this is what I like the best. Doesn't mean I don't like the others, but this is my favorite.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to see that sometimes when we take it for granted that is there somebody really watching and loving this? There are people who are not just loving it, they are totally in love with it.
Yeah.
So someone actually mentioned the fact that our sports news has different types of sports and not just football. I heard that and I'm like, yes, very important that we have a full coverage of sports.
Yeah.
Someone mentioned the history segment, that they've learned so much about history that they didn't know before. Someone talks about the auto care segment as well.
I heard that, I saw that.
Especially a mechanic that also mentioned the fact that it has even helped improve his craft.
Yes.
Which was
excellent. I think it's just really, really
But
good.
somebody helped us too.
What did the person say?
They said, Wake Up Nigeria, now here you people come the showcase. That was what the person said. They were like, that you guys are always having nice hair. That you people come to showcase hair to us. I say, yes, it's good.
Yes,
at least you're noticing our hair.
We have to show him the love. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so thanks to all our viewers. And yeah, again, to all the crew. We introduced some of them to you earlier today. Not everybody is on duty today, but you know, really, really big shout out to everyone who's involved with the show.
The drivers as well, we take them for granted.
Yes, of course.
The drivers,
they pick us.
Imagine being picked up at 3:30, 4 a.m. There are people on the road.
All right, we do have to go now. On this hour, there's not going to be a news update or a sports update, but we're going to be having fun and more fun. Our first stop is the shawarma spot right in the garden. And let's go see what's cooking, and guess of course, who's going to be there.
Mike!
What's within three of you there? Hey, come on, all right. Nice one, guys. So, we're doing shawarma this morning, and I have my namesake here. So, it's double mic. We're doing this together. We are shawarma experts.
Yes.
Okay, good. Mike, so we're doing shawarma here today, all right? Yes. So, let's just tell them what we have, and let's get straight to it. What do we have here? What are the ingredients?
Yeah, we have chicken here.
Okay.
So, we have the cream.
Okay, the
then
cream.
We have the Lebanese bread.
Okay. Oh, this is called Lebanese bread?
Yes.
With the covering and all that?
Yeah,
all right. Okay. Then what else do we have here?
Cabbage. And then we have apple and cucumber.
And cucumber.
Yes,
all right.
and then we have a sausage.
We have a sausage. Wonderful. Yeah. So it's chicken shawarma we're doing, right?
Yeah, sure.
All right, great. So let's start. Let's get straight to it. We're doing this together. All right. So what's the first step?
Yeah, we put on your nylon glove.
Okay. All right. I'm sure I definitely need mine. See, I told you, we're working together. This is double mic. Getting this ready for you today.
Man, this is interesting.
Okay.
This shawarma will make sense very well.
Yes, sir, it will. It will.
Okay.
All right, let's get straight to it.
So you hold this.
Okay, well, let me get the second one ready. All right, I'm getting the second one ready. Okay.
Yeah, try to wear this very well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want it to tear.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yeah, let me get this one also. All right. Okay, so let's go. Let's pick up while I'm getting this ready.
So then you open the bread.
Okay.
Look at.
Okay. All right.
So you take your own out.
All right, I'm good, and I'm ready. Yeah. Okay, so this is mine.
Yes.
I have to open it.
So
right?
you have to open it. Follow the lines.
Follow the lines. Okay.
Yes.
So you gotta have to let me hold this one. Okay. So when you have to open it, this is how double mic. This is how we do it, right?
Okay.
You have to open it. Okay. So we have this.
Okay, let me open mine now.
I do personal shawarma. So whatever, home delivery right at your doorstep. Mike and Sons.
I'll be the first person to order.
Okay. All right.
So we keep it like this.
All right.
Keep it.
So.
You know what? This brown one, look at this back.
Okay, the brown.
It's brown, yes. You keep it down. So this one that is flexible, you keep it inside.
Inside. Yes. Wonderful.
So this one is the one to wrap it.
Wonderful.
And this one
is
the back cover.
It's the back cover.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go.
So our first thing, you put your cabbage.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're doing this together.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Are you seeing that? That's some effect there. All right, good, good.
So
good.
Pick your own cucumber.
All right.
Yeah.
By the way, I know Titi loves cucumber. Tell us me how to pronounce it well. Cucumber.
Cucumber. Okay.
I say cucumber. But then, okay, and then also apple, right?
Yeah.
All right, good. Wow, I'm making my first, not my first, my shawarma. Okay. All right, good. All right. Okay. Good. So we have an apple.
Okay. Let's take the chicken.
This is the chicken, right?
Yeah.
Wow. This just looks like something that could enter. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, that's great.
This is looking like pomo. Also, do they put pomo in shawarma?
No, there are different ways of making shawarma. So some people you can do your own as assorted meat. You put roundabout, shaki, pomo, all those things.
It's no longer shawarma. If you put that inside, pomo should enter. It's no longer shawarma, please. Okay, we have a sausage here.
So now we'll put our sausages.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Okay.
Then,
wow.
Yeah.
This is looking easy, but if you know the work we've done here, don't just think of what you're seeing. Let us professionals do it for you. Don't go and do shawarma for yourself. Before you know, okay.
So now we are putting the cream.
All right. Great, great, great. We mics, we know how to get this kind of thing done.
Man. No, people like the shawarma very well.
No, today, I mean, just me. I did shawarma today. But okay. All right.
So now,
we'll
turn it.
Good. Okay, we'll cover up our stuff.
Yeah, it's okay. You can make use of this spoon.
I'll make use of this spoon?
Yes, you turn it.
See?
Yeah.
See? Okay.
I'm teaching you this work now.
Mike, don't fall my leg outside here. We're doing this together, man.
You got to pay me.
We're doing this together, man. Okay, so Mike, while we're getting this ready, we just have to round up. How do we get in touch with you on Instagram? What's your handle?
Yes, Instagram.
Yeah. What's your handle?
Yeah, Bamidele Michael Kofe.
Bamidele Michael
Kofe.
Yeah. All right, that's him. That's the main man. It's Michael. So anyone, he's one of my own. Michael, you want? We're going to get the shawarma done for you. We're getting this ready, and it's all going to get set. But then, hey, come on, let's head back into the studio. The guys have something for us there.
You saw the excitement on Mike's face, Abby. I'm very sure that shawarma is his breakfast, and he's going to have it before he continues the show. All right, then, it's time for us to have a conversation I've been looking forward to since the beginning of the show. It's going to be with Abimbola Olayinka. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, she is a 73-year-old compere who found a new purpose in life as a model. Her zest for living and creating beautiful things through her pictures is why we find her so alluring. You see that photo of her, yes, on TV right now. Now, here with her is her son, Oluwatosin Idowu, who was very instrumental to this new and exciting phase in her life. And it's awesome to have you both here.
Thank you so
because
much.
When we talk about this story, it's incomplete if you're not here, Tosin.
Thank you.
Tell me about it. Welcome, ma'am.
Yeah.
Welcome. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
Tell me, how did this all begin?
Okay, so I noticed that in our society now, people are beginning to forget the old people. So I came up with an idea with a friend. She's a photographer.
Okay.
And we thought about shooting elderly women.
Okay.
So I reached out to some elderly women, and then they declined. So I thought about, okay, my mom, she's a bit old. And then we called her for the shoot. I'm sure she never knew what we were about to hear.
She probably thought, okay, it's your work. You know the way mothers can be. Shani, let me help you.
So just because she wanted me to like fulfill the project, so she came on set, and then we did the first shoot with her. And to be honest, I wasn't expecting the pictures to go viral. It went really viral.
Wow.
And then we got contacted by BBC News Nigeria, the Yoruba, and then we did an interview with her, and then before you knew it, then a friend came up and said, okay, why not just turn this to a career, because a lot of people wanted to see more of Segilola.
Indeed.
You know.
So our brand name is Segilola.
Segilola Grey,
yes.
because
Segilola
we had
Grey.
to work with grey hair most of the time. So
you're still going to tell me how you came up with the Segilola Grey, but first let me have a conversation with Mama. Wow. So you wanted to assist your son with his project. You sat in front of the camera, and now you're making waves. What was running through your mind at that time when your son was taking the photos? Was it a case of, don't let my food get burned? Probably you were cooking at that time. What was going on? What were you thinking?
Anyway, I welcome him because I can say I've been on the line of the like a model before, because I'm an international MC.
Oh, wow, fantastic. Okay.
So when he called for that, then I pay attention to him.
Wow. And that was how you sat down
I
took the photos. There's a lot more to talk about in this, about this. There's a lot more to talk about. However, we need to take a break, okay? Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, you're welcome back. I couldn't wait to continue this conversation. We're having a conversation with Segilola Grey, the supermodel, and of course her son, Oluwatosin.
Thank you.
All right, so we stopped at the point in which we were talking about how you came about that name, Segilola Grey.
Yeah.
How did you come about it?
Okay, so Segi is like a bead they used for marriage back then.
Yeah.
Right now, people don't use it anymore because it's like old school.
Yeah.
So I thought about it because at that moment, this segi was like expensive. That's what every bride wants to use. But right now, people are not using it anymore.
Another chieftains people.
And for people,
for kings, yes.
Kings and
for their older the queens, yes.
Okay.
So right now, people don't use it anymore. And those that have it in their house is like useless because you can't even give it to your kids. So I relate this to the elderly people we have right now.
Okay.
At a point in their life, they were relevant. People wanted to see them. But right now, because they are wrinkled, some people are even scared of staying around old people, you know, because they feel they are troublesome and all that. So we came about Segilola as the name for that project.
Okay.
And then we added grey to it because we had to work with white hair and all that.
Yeah, so. Awesome. So you said something about the people wanting to work with, being with elderly people and wondering if they are going to be troublesome and all. What has the experience been like working with your son? From the expression, I have an idea.
I have to work with him because his work is sister to my own work before.
Yeah.
But when I get to know what he's going to do, I have to help him to get something proper.
Okay, so it's not really been a challenge. What about you, working with your mom? What has it been like?
Sometimes she can be a drama queen on set.
Are you serious? When you say drama queen, what do you mean?
You know, she's particular about colors. Okay, I don't want to wear red.
Okay.
And she doesn't know this is like a job right now, so you have to wear whatever they give you to wear. And then she's particular about the jewelry. She's talking about makeup, you know. But it's been fun working with her, actually. Most of my colleagues love to have her on set, so.
Yeah, for someone your age, yeah, you know, they tell people by the time you're getting to 60, 65, you should retire. However, at 73, you're still in active service, so to speak.
That is God's gift.
You enjoy what you do, right?
Yes, I do.
How does it affect you, maybe health-wise? You know, sometimes if it's stressful.
That is when I have work, which is much to do. Okay. And they want to do it under, instead of 10 hours, they want to use 4 or 5 hours. Okay. You know, it's going to be stressful.
Stressful,
but
true,
I have to take it.
True. So in that kind of situation, you just have to keep
I adjust myself.
Best. Okay. But apart from that, doing this is fun, right? You enjoy it a lot.
Of course.
Oh, great. Now, back to you, Oluwatosin. How rewarding has this been? Because at this age, you think, okay, mom should be, you know, you people should be taking care of her. But she's making money, right?
Yeah, she is.
How rewarding has it been?
Well, it has really been rewarding for her and for me as well.
When you said it for her, I raised my brows like, okay.
Because most times when she has a job to do, the client wants me to style her hair on set, so which I have to come in as well. And then my friends too are enjoying it. And then she's making...
You do hair styling as well?
Yes, I do. Okay. And then she makes a lot of money. Right now, she did a job for a hair brand. Okay. And she was well paid. And I was well paid as well. And right now, I'm a manager, so...
I like the looks she keeps giving you, like, well done. So, looking to the future now. Of course, we hope to have Mama around for many more years. Are there any future plans to expand and, of course, grow our brand?
Oh, sure. A modeling agency in US actually reached out to us.
Oh, wow,
they want us to
fantastic.
work for a fashion show in Miami.
Oh, wow.
And that will be like our first trip out of the country.
Oh, wow. Like, I'm wowed now. I'm feeling like a siren. Wow.
That is her job.
So I'm excited because at this point of her life where she should be retiring, she's making money and she's enjoying the job, actually.
Yes.
So we look forward to having more models, actually, that we do what she's doing right now and still enjoy it.
So you're looking forward to being able to work with more elderly
women,
people?
Yes.
Okay, so besides that, for now, you don't have any other clients?
Oh, sure, we do have some elderly women we've worked with. Okay. It's just that we've not turned out their images yet, so because we don't want it to look too regular anymore. So.
Yeah. So it's one at a time, right?
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you so much
It's
for having me.
fantastic getting to be a part of this. And I wish you many more years, Ma. I can't wait to see you on that runway. Like, I'm going to go look for the photos and video showing it. I'm sure you would have a good time as well. Thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you, Oluwatosin. Thank you, ma'am. All right, moving on. You do know, of course, that fruits and art, well, they sound really nice. We have a DIY on that right now, and I know Titi is on standby for that.
Yes, I am, Mary. Now, DIY is one of the staple things you can find on Wake Up Nigeria show. And on our second anniversary, we had to make sure one happens today. Now, from Links Fruity, we have the CEO herself, Princess Olayinka Akonvi. Now, she's going to give us a few tips on fruits and arts. And today, we're making a watermelon cake. Get this, watermelon cake. We have the normal cake standing by, but we're gonna have something nice and healthy too. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Ma.
All right, so what are the things we need to make this watermelon cake? Let's list them.
Yes, you need watermelon.
Yeah.
Pineapple.
Okay.
And different fruits.
Okay.
To make it. So we are going to start with the watermelon first.
Okay.
Then.
So right now we have different fruits.
Yeah, different.
We have grapes. Let me lift that up for you.
Grapes.
Okay, that's grapes. We also have
kiwi.
Kiwi fruits.
Yes.
We also have
strawberries.
Strawberries. My favorite strawberries. Okay, so what's the first thing we need to do?
Yeah, you first wash the fruits very well, as I've done it.
Okay.
Then after that, you shape your watermelon.
Okay.
Then
did you use a shaper for this, or did you just cut it with your hand?
No, I use a shaper. Then I use knife to shaping it up.
Okay.
So I'm going to continue now.
All right, go ahead.
So.
All right. So how long did this take you to shape earlier on? How long?
Just 5 minutes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So what am I trying to achieve? Do I want the sides to be very, very straight, or do I still want them to be curved?
I want it to be round. I don't want any curve shape. So if it is round, it depends on the shape that you want. If you want it smaller, you scrape it small to a smaller shape.
Okay.
But if you want it bigger, you leave it like this. And if you want it in layers,
okay,
you cut it down.
So let me be doing this while you start working on the pineapple, because I feel like the pineapple is going to take some time. Let's start cutting the pineapple now. So what are you using the pineapple for exactly?
I'm using it as the second layer.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. So how do we start cutting it? From.
I have to take this one.
Okay, let me take this off and put it on the tray here.
Yes.
Aha. And then you can continue. Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead. Okay, so the knife you're using is a very small knife. I would have thought you have one very special, stylish knife.
No, you use normal knives. Okay. Sometimes you can use another one, but so far you are a food artist, you should be able to work with any knife.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I also noticed that we have some other things on the table here. You can keep going as I mentioned them. I can see white vinegar here, and I can also see white cream there. So as you're cutting, why not tell us what we're using the vinegar for?
I use the vinegar to wash the fruit, just a drop of it inside the water.
Oh, okay.
You use it to wash this and all your utensils.
Okay.
Then you use it to clean your hands before you start.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
All right. So, Omo, this pineapple looks very firm. Did you specifically?
Yes, you must be able to choose the good fruit. You can't just buy any fruit. It has to be very strong and ripe.
Okay. So you picked this one because it was a particular color, or was it a particular size? Why did you pick this one?
It's because of the color I wanted to make. I want to make 2 colors. I want the red and the white color.
Okay.
Because of it's a festive, and it's an anniversary. So you have to make it colorful. You see the outlook after.
All right.
Yes.
Beautiful. This looks like a lot of hard work, though. A lot of hard work. Wow. Woo. I really feel like this part of the pineapple could actually become like a cap or something, like a hat. Used as a decoration or something. Okay. So what's next? Are you slicing it now, or you just want it to be flat?
No, I just want it to be flat.
Okay. This is a standard pineapple cutting session. Nothing too different from what we do at home, right? Which is why it's a DIY. Aha. So now that you've cut that, let me move all these away for you. Woo. All right, go ahead. So now you can continue dressing the watermelon. Yes. So because of time, I'm going to ask, how are you going to attach this to that watermelon?
That's why the toothpicks are here. I'm going to use toothpick to attach it to the watermelon so that it won't slip off.
Okay.
Yes.
Now we have just a little bit of time left, so we have to do some quick attachments now. So I can see the color thing you were trying to achieve. We already have our 2 tiers of cake, and or rather of watermelon and pineapple. Toothpicks are in the watermelon, and now you stuck the pineapple on top of it there.
Stuck the pineapple on top there.
And then the next thing we need to do is our fruit additives, right?
Yes.
Okay. So which one are you taking first? Grapes?
Yes.
Everybody loves grapes. Don't you love grapes? I love grapes. I'm trying my best to just calm down and just not pick them and eat them all by myself so that the cake shall be ready. All right, so you've chosen to take grapes and take them all around.
Yes.
What's going to be on the top of this cake?
It's strawberry.
Strawberry, okay. I mean, I was thinking it was kiwi.
No.
I had already picked out a kiwi. All right, so knowing how to use these toothpicks is very key because, I don't know, I didn't think toothpicks were for anything but removing things from my teeth until today. But as you can see, it's a very simple process. She's just putting the toothpicks in the strawberries like so and sticking them straight into the cake. So a little later on, we're gonna see the final outcome of this amazing watermelon, pineapple, and strawberry cake. The healthier version of what you usually eat at home. Now we have to take a quick break, and when we return, Wake Up Nigeria continues.
Abbey, I was a professional master of ceremonies. I don't know whether it's a plantain that is making him dance. But yeah, he's also a stand-up comedian. And he's joining us this morning.
Now he performs regularly at events like The Experience, which is the biggest gospel concert in Nigeria. He's also an actor. He has a radio show called On a Lighter Note with Abbey and Company.
Which he has converted to, once in a while he does a show on himself.
Okay, you know now. You know now.
Laugh with Abbey.
Welcome.
Yeah, you guys
good to have you join us.
This is cold, you know.
We have to be chilling now. We're chilling people.
You guys, when I walked there, I was asking, is it UK or something? I know.
Very good question, actually.
You know.
That's a question that people were asking us online. Okay. All right, let's try and warm you up, get you into your comedy mood.
I think I need hot temper.
So a lot of people have seen you perform at different events, but they don't actually know your story. They don't know whether you're actually married or you're just married in the jokes. They don't know if, comedy was always the way forward or you're a banker. Please, let us into...
I've said this several times at different interviews. Yeah, I'm happily married. I've been married for 11 years now. This year will be 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I started many years ago as I was working as a contractor to Shell then in Warri.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was a safety officer practically. Then did that for some years. Then I had to resign when I was not really finding fulfillment because I was doing comedies. If I was still working. So and I really didn't want to go into comedy then. But my friends and my family members, my elder brother then, Bukola Olopade, he pushed me, encouraged me, so I must go. And somehow, I had the opportunity via Godon's then, and I got the platform in one church of God Mission in Warri then, and that's how I started. Right. And voila, we are here over 18 years now.
In an interview that I saw, this was years back, of course, probably 7 or 8 years ago. Something you said that I thought, was, you said life is all about packaging.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's some years back. When you start out in anything, whether it's comedy, whether it's acting, presenting, you have to package yourself in a certain way. Are you still packaging?
Yes, we keep packaging, bro. I mean, life is all about packaging. That's why, how you dress, what you say, how you say what you say, is all part of the packaging. When I came to Lagos, the first thing I did was to go to a finishing school.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the first thing I did, because I knew that if I have to cut across the kind of crowd that I want, I need to get to them at their level. So and I was coming from Warri. You know how Warri people are in the area, blow. I said no, this hash cannot fit in every sector. So I went to finishing school, learned the art. They taught me a lot of things, and it informed my persona. And so much so that when I do my work as an MC, it comes out strong. And when I'm doing comedy to the elites, it also comes out strong, So I can be relevant because I'm relative. You understand? Hallelujah. Oh my God! You feel the relativeness now.
So you can relate.
Yeah.
But and I like the fact that you can actually relate with the Warri crowd as well. Because a lot of comedians do the whole Warri skit thing as their intro into the limelight, and they don't actually come from Warri.
This is the problem. They just want to identify. And some people don't really believe that I am from, because actually my dad, I am from Ogun State, Abeokuta, but my mom is Urobo. My mom is from Delta State, Warri, from Efrun, and I was born there. I was born in where I grew up in, where I lived all my life. I was born in Okere, inside house. I was not born in the hospital. Inside house.
Is there a story behind
that?
Yes,
my mom did, where she was expecting me 2 weeks earlier, and I didn't come out. And she went to the market, and she said she was feeling hungry, not knowing I was pulling all the strings. So she came home to prepare eba and ogbolo soup.
Yes.
So she had prepared it, about to eat. I just gave her the first pot. Led to I didn't waste time. In the house. She was only one at home with my elder sister.
Wow.
So I came out, and they had to go and call our neighbor downstairs. She's a nurse.
Wow.
Mrs. Rasaki. She now came and
threw some of the soil.
Oscar.
You know what? We need to see you in action. We have a few clips to show. And then we'll be heading to the kitchen.
Oh, great. Dollars, not naira. We are up to, this is our character, we are, it is like billions,
I don't see happy there. So you've started acting, doing so many other great things.
Yeah, a lot of things.
I've been seeing you in a bunch of recent movies. And
that's,
this is an area you've branched
my life
into.
is taking different turns, practically. Do acting and the comedy is still on. I now do my comedy club thingy on my own, which is a bi-monthly show. I love comedy club. I think the next one is this Sunday. At Terracotta.
Money just entering from
different angles, And I can sing, but people don't believe me. But I'm coming to you. I will shock you.
We have a performance area there. A performance set.
Exactly.
I
will just
everything.
I can do that. I will sing for you. If I sing national anthem, you'll be suspecting if this is Nigeria or not.
Okay.
Because it comes out nice.
Wow.
Beyonce need to use me.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Many sides to be practical.
And on that note, we have to go to the kitchen before he starts singing.
Because I've been perceiving all kinds of aroma styles.
Please, let's go to the kitchen.
We need to warm you up.
Warm me up.
No, this is
all right. Use this.
All right, and you're very welcome. Good morning, ma. Good morning, ma. Carol. All right.
Welcome to the kitchen.
Yes.
MC Abe and Segilolagre.
Exactly.
The graceful one herself. All right, so today's chef is Chef Ofe, and she made this fantastic breakfast. It's called spicy beefy pasta. So Chef Ofe, you tell us about this dish.
So it's just basically pasta. You could use spaghetti, but this is macaroni and beef, pepper, all tossed together with lots of spice and very,
Looks so nice on the screen,
very delicious. We've garnished with fried plantain and sliced cucumbers.
As in del-del.
Del-del.
Oh my God.
Del-del.
Let's take
it this way. Okay, let's take it this way.
Just help out with
It's
that.
safer that way.
My Lord.
Okay.
Spicy.
Right, let's take it.
Spicy, beefy.
Okay, pasta.
So that like the spice is beefy in the pasta.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yes,
so-
ma'am.
And then, of course, we still have our fruit salad here.
Our fruit cake, our
The
watermelon
fruit
cake.
The watermelon cake. Fantastic.
Courtesy
Nice.
Link Fruité.
Yeah.
Wake Up
I
Nigeria.
got an eye on the strawberry.
Yes, me too. Thank you.
right?
Yes, so
Nice,
then we also have this cherry treats cake.
Cherry treats.
Yes, cherry treats. Larry from Cherry Treats sent that in this morning. Thank
I
you.
would have
thank you so
thought
much,
you guys
Larry.
will hold that cake
Yes.
when you were coming here.
We have a.
Could you
we can
have a taste?
launch into the deep.
Yes, let's
Yes.
dig in.
And of course,
Go ahead.
we have our
Mommy, you first.
Amen. All right, as they're eating, we have a performer called Campbell.
Yes, sir.
Sweetest voice we've heard in a while.
Yeah.
And he's going to be rounding us off on this anniversary edition.
Take it away, Campbell.
You like it? Fantastic. Thank you.
Me, Michael, Titi and Mary, wake up, 'cause we got something brand new for you. Oh, wake up, 'cause we got something brand new for you. Hey, I am 2 years old today. And what a beautiful cake. Wake up,
He's thinking we are eating.
and we got pretty brand new
Beautiful
for you. We've got something brand new for you. We've got something brand new for you. Yeah. I greet my people right there, people everywhere, everywhere you go. You just need to be up. You need to wake up. Make sure they watch on for TVC. It's like you are on me.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that, Campbell. Thank you.
On that note, we're going to round off the show now.
Yes, we are.
It's been absolutely
Yes,
amazing.
we got something brand new for.
Thank you so much for tuning in for the
Thank
past
you.
2 years. We love you, Nigeria. We love you.
Mike is still with the shawarma guy, ba? Mike.
Shawarma in the garden, everybody.
Oh, yeah,
Shawarma
that's
in the
still
garden.
That's still going on there.
My brother, wake up, come shop.